Happy holidays, everybody. The Saints' playoff chances have reached win the Powerball levels of likelihood. You know what that means. Dave, no one, and I mean no one, plays like a champion in meaningless games like Dennis Allen's Saints. Thomas, hit that intro.
Welcome to the award-winning Saints Happy Hour podcast. Seriously, this podcast has won awards. American standards are dropping every day. The show features Ralph, the best host in the world, who can barely pronounce his own name, much less anyone else's.
Marcus Callaway.
Dave is that dude who loves taking bathroom breaks. He's mad about almost anything, so make sure to lower your volume when he speaks.
Put that freaking clown meme back up that I made. Jesus Christ.
Andrew has sources, watches tapes, and knows football. He rarely shows up on time and wants to commit crimes to help the Saints win.
Sean Payton would have done illegal things. Don't tell me I'm wrong, because you know it's true.
Oh, and there's also Kevin, who is great at doing mock drafts, but struggles to actually watch Saints games or have a functioning relationship.
Butteridge wants to know how the doctor's doing.
That ended.
Anyway, grab a drink, sit back, and enjoy the insanity.
All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of Saints Happy Hour podcast. As always, we are presented by Hard Hide Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey. I'm Ralph Marlboro. I'm joined by Dave. Andrew is in Baton Rouge, where they don't have internet, apparently. Kevin is parts unknown, but Kevin's going to return January. He'll be back next week, I'm told. So get excited for that. Hello to everybody watching on the live stream on Twitch. I can see Jerry, Bulldog Saint, Nola Fredo, Jason Champagne, Butteridge, and more. Thanks, guys, for joining us. We are going to review the Saints' loss to the Rams. That feels like 5 years ago.
We have to.
What do we want from these last 2 weeks of Saints football? We're going to have New Year's resolutions for DA and the rest of the Saints. Plus, the hotline is going through it. We answer your questions and preview Saints Bucs. But before we start, remember to subscribe to Saints Happy Hour wherever you get your podcast. And I also have to mention our MVP contest. Jerry at JLD Hot Sauces and Knives gave us, as I'm unprepared, Dave, he gave us this custom-made Saints Happy Hour knife with the Saints Happy Hour logo. The end of the season, we're going to raffle that bad boy off. It's coming sooner by the day. The chances to win the knife are dwindling away. So you should do it. If we reach $100 in donations tonight, the MVP will choose which minibar bottle from my gigantic minibar booze collection I'm going to poison myself with. You should consider donating via Stream Elements by typing !donate into the chat and click the link that appears. Twitch takes about 50% cut when you donate using bits. So this way you spend less money and it's easier to get me drunk. It's a win-win. Even Andrew can do it. Even though he's not here. He may just do it randomly. So Dave, tonight, the holidays are winding down. I'm now over my illness. My wife is not, unfortunately. So we're going hardcore tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Cinnamon whiskey, a.k.a. Fireball, and key lime rum cream. Both extremes. I got the old puking bucket somewhere here if it goes wrong.
Yeah, we need to go in that order, too.
Thomas, do we have an MVP leader already?
Yeah, last week, Hatchet John Week won Butteridge 750 bits is in the second place, and the MVP leader is Jason Champagne with 1k bits by gifting 2 subs. So we are at
thank you, Jason.
Around 17%.
Wow, thank you guys as always. And Dave, I just want to say this to people. I know the Saints are losing and it's been a rough year. Our traffic is up 25% from last year. In spite of the crumminess from the Saints, we're still getting YouTube. Thomas is doing a great job getting that going. But we're up 25% on listens. So like it's humbling. Like people, like we're recession proof. Even the Saints stinking can't sink us. I'm drinking Hard Hide strawberry whiskey, as always, with strawberry lemonade. I want to thank John. Me and John was making me feel better on Christmas Day because my gambling on Christmas Day went totally awry. Thank you for nothing, Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, fuck.
But John over at Hard Hide was commiserating with me on gambling issues on Christmas. But Dave, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking the old usual Heavy Hands by Spindle Tap. Hazy Boy. There's the can. You know it. You love it. Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
All right, so here's the thing, Dave.
Let's do it. Let's get
The
into
Saints
it.
play on Thursday. It feels like it's 5 years. It always feels like it's 5 years ago.
Thanksgiving,
Do we need to recap the game? I don't feel like we do. But my main takeaway from the game, besides the fact that Rams coach Sean McVay was using motion on DA's defense, like I use the laser pointer to distract my cat, it was really brought home that the Saints are just average to below average in every conceivable way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And this is a surprise to you.
I mean, it's not like it's not. It was a surprise.
It's taken you 15 weeks to figure this out.
I mean, it's a surprise only in this way, in that, like, DA is a defensive coordinator. He's supposed to be elite, which at times he was, and that's why he got this second chance at being a head coach. His head coaching record in the Raiders was abysmal. He's the only person ever to be that bad and get a second crack at being a head coach. And he got the second crack because for 5 years he was an elite defensive coordinator. And I didn't think that Sean McVay would pants him like that, I guess. This guy knew it was going to be hard for the Saints to win on Thursday and short notice and fly across the country and all that. 2 time zones on Thursday. It's very hard, no matter who you are. But for the Saints defense to get pantsed like they did, I was a little bit surprised. I guess I shouldn't have been. That's what you're telling me. I shouldn't have been surprised.
I am saying that you should not have been surprised. Kevin and I obviously picked against the Saints, and that turned out to be fairly accurate. Yeah, well, there was that graphic that was going around the Saints internet sphere the last few days that had the Saints record. They're what?
It's 6-0
against crappy teams.
Picking in the top 10.
Yeah,
yes.
We're 0-3 or 0-4, whatever, against teams that are good. It's the Rams, the Lions, the Jaguars.
The Jaguars good. Maybe not, but continue.
And so all of that would be fine. All that would be fine. But it's the middle teams. It's what you do. It's what they do against the middle teams where they're suffering because they're like 1-6 against all these mediocre teams. The Falcons.
Yeah.
The Bucs. Who did we just? Oh no, the Rams. That they're a good team.
Yeah,
that's the problem. And we mentioned this before. Like DA has like a winning record against, like, this season. DA has done really well against the teams that have crappy rosters and bad quarterbacks, young quarterbacks, and they lose to the better teams. But unfortunately,
I would say the thing that the thing that's even more, I guess, concerning or damning for DA to me than losing to the middle class teams is, Dave, the Saints, of their last 6 losses, they've only led in one of them at any point.
Right.
The Rams, they did not lead at any point. Detroit, they did not lead at any point. The Texans, they did not lead at any point. The Jaguars, they did not lead at any point. Atlanta, they led briefly, 3-0. And Tampa, they led. All other losses, like Green Bay, they led too. But to me, that's damning. When you're playing these mediocre middle teams that are supposed to be like similar to you, and you're not even ahead at any point in these games. So that to me is a serious problem for the Saints. I don't know, like, if the Saints will take that into consideration, but if I was like making a list to like keep DA and like fire him, like, not leading games at any point would be very bad because it's a lot of games.
Yeah. Well, if you were making a list to keep DA and making a list to not keep DA, I'm fairly certain the the list to not keep him would be a lot longer than the other list.
Yeah, Budridge is saying
Coach
Marion
better.
Campbell.
Do your job. That's what it's about.
Marion Campbell is the only other coach that was as bad as DA and got a second shot at it. And of course, he was the Falcons did that little trick. I remember him. I know that name from my childhood. He wore like Coke bottle glasses like Joe Paterno and the trucker hat and walked up and down the Atlanta sideline while they were getting housed.
That's a deep cut right there.
Dave, the other thing with DA, the team, and I was arguing on Saints Twitter today. People were like,
you arguing?
Yeah,
Twitter?
they're like, DA, the team has quit on him. I'm like, they haven't quit on him. Like maybe they don't like DA, but they don't. They haven't.
I thought that was the one. I thought that was the one good thing that this team had left. That everybody was saying is that they don't have
each other for DA.
Saints. Roll wave.
Wait, let me play that again first.
Well, hell yeah. No, I heard it.
you know,
That's the most important thing. That's all we need to hear.
Drink all the booze, Ralph. Happy holidays to y'all. Go Saints. Roll wave.
Roll wave.
Damn, and with that being said,
Oh, Jesus.
$90 donation from Joe Shorter.
Wow,
Joe.
Joe is
thanks,
just
Joe.
Merry Christmas.
Oh,
Thank
I
you.
know, Joe.
Damn.
Thank you, Joe. Very nice of you.
Wow.
Yeah, this must be my Christmas gift.
First time donation and a big one.
Yeah.
Holy
Joe.
shit.
Booking the territory. Thanks for joining us, Mike. He says the only thing that was missing from last Thursday's game was the second coming of Flipper Anderson going for 300 plus receiving yards.
Oh, they were mentioning Flipper Anderson.
They were because the dude because Amari Cooper.
Yeah. And I was like, I know this fact now. I remember this. I learned
They
this.
pulled him. They pulled him because they were just beating the tar out of the Texans.
Yeah.
It would have been nice for that record to fall. It really would have been. So Joe makes it. What am I going to drink? What are you going to?
Oh, by the way, Manadula brings up a good point. Once again, now we're on track for record-breaking donations. And
That's
Andrew-
right.
And Andrew is here again. So keep them coming, guys.
Dave.
Like, we're going to get in Andrew's head. Like, he's going to start having a complex, and he's going to be like, people really don't like me. Nobody
right.
donates when I'm on the show.
It's when it's me and Dave.
And he's
It's
gonna make
just-
fake accounts when he's on and donate himself.
It's like
I might donate today.
It's just it's just raining money. Dave shows up and it's me and Dave by ourselves and it just rains. It just rains money like it's a strip club.
Speaking of money, thanks to Aldi Marino for $8.
Oh,
Thank you guys. So what am I going to drink? Is it going to be Fireball Joe or is it going to be key lime cream rum? Ew. I don't know. Like, I mean, this one is it's
what's the ABV on the cream one?
Oh,
Is it like
40% alcohol
Really?
by
Yeah.
volume. So, dude, but this expired in 2012.
it's got a no
Yes.
way
It says 2012. It says 2012.
expiration.
It says 2012 at the bottom.
That doesn't mean that. That's all it says is the numbers 2012.
20121335. I don't know what that means. It's probably not good. Just saying.
That means that puke meter is gonna be full, you
So
know.
Aldi Marino wants the expired cream. Thanks, Aldi Marino.
Yeah.
Thank you. So Joe gets to pick. So what's it going to be, Joe? Fireball. The thing is with the Fireball, Dave, and I hate to use other brands because we are a hard hide house and a hard hide show. But I don't know how to. It's cinnamon whiskey. Everybody knows it. This one scares me because it's gigantic. Look at it.
Oh,
Look at this. It's
how many milliliters is that?
I hate to steal Hold the Mayo, his catchphrase.
Yeah,
But look at this motherfucker. Like it's giant. It's like 3 shots.
I think we got to go with that.
You know?
I don't know if Joe is in the chatting, so I say with cinnamon whiskey.
Cinnamon whiskey it'll be.
3 shots of cinnamon whiskey.
This might give me PSD because when I went off to college, one of the first things I ever got just totally just blitz to the bejesus on was Fireball. So like I like it's
This was when you got rejected by all the fraternities.
Yeah, at Ole Miss. Like my friend was like, "You got rejected. Let's go get you just trashed. And he's like, we'll get you trashed on this. This will get you trashed good and quick. And the thing is, man, like your first drinking experience that's like it involves bad decisions. Like Fireball is like the wrongest of the wrong choices.
I don't know. Goldschlagers would.
Goldschlager is up there too.
Goldschlagers would like to have a word with. All right, let's go.
All right, here we go. I mean, you know what it is. It's Fireball. Smells like a cinnamon stick.
Smells like shit.
That is a lot. Oh, he's still. I mean, I can't believe you're you just went bug-eyed there for
That's
a
at
second.
least a 7, I think.
That is an 8.5. Woo!
I mean, your ability to drink is
There's no halves, man.
fraternity worthy.
9. Did give it a 9.
Oh, damn, a 9?
We round up on this podcast.
Close to puking?
Burns like gonorrhea on a
cheap whore. It's my chest burns like gonorrhea on a cheap whore. Hey, Sally, I need assistance. I might. Nola Fredo says play Fireball by Pitbull, but only for 15 seconds, Thomas. We don't want Twitch to turn us off. That is.
By the way, Thomas, I changed my mood in the studio from chilling to in the zone.
Jerry's like, let's go. Let's get that rum cream inside of Ralph.
Jesus.
Let's get that puke bucket full.
Yeah, it's I mean, the cinnamon whiskey is just—it's not meant for human consumption. Really, is the problem? You know, sort of like watching the Saints defense try to defend a Sean McVay offense.
Booking the tour territory says he's known you, Ralph, since you were both in single-digit age.
That's
and
right.
He never imagined you would have become the raging alcoholic that you've become.
Yeah, I mean, when we played softball in St. Dominic together, and I limped around the bases, people didn't say, "One day, there goes a minimally successful podcast host that is willing to drink himself to death for money." In like 1985, Mike, we didn't know what we'd become. And by the way, Mike has the best. Mike, seriously, he has Booking the Territory. It's a old school wrestling podcast. It's like a top 10 wrestling podcast in the freaking world. Like
wrestling.
Yes, it's amazing. He just watches old wrestling shows from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and they just comment on them, and it's amazing because I don't like new wrestling, but it's not a problem because Booking the Territory is doing TNT's TBS Saturday Night with Ric Flair from 1986, and it's great. It's my childhood. I don't need all that. I don't need all that newfangled freaking wrestling.
Mike sounds exactly like somebody I would expect to continue to be friends with you after 40 years.
I'm just saying. So.
Something in the water over there in Lakeview where they grow nerds that like to write about nerdy stuff and create nerd blogs.
Yeah, but speaking of that, the nerds, it only took 10 years, but they've won. They finally have been right about the Saints salary cap. It's going to crush them. It only took them a decade. So congratulations, nerd.
Yeah.
Pat yourself on.
This was the long con.
This is a long con. Pat yourself on the back. So guys, we are presented by Hard Hide Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey. Hard Hide Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey is a strawberry-flavored whiskey blended with aged wheat whiskey, American light whiskey, fresh strawberries from Ponchatoula, Louisiana. It's 86 proof, blended and bottled in New Orleans, Louisiana at the Porch Jam Distillery. Hard Hide Strawberry Whiskey is not for the thin-skinned. You can pick up a bottle wherever fine spirits are sold in Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and Tennessee. To learn more and to find a location to get a bottle near you, go to hardhidestrawberrywhiskey.com. Hard Hide Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey is supporting Saints Happy Hour all football season long. So support the people who support the show. Grab a bottle of Hard Hide Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey today. Side note, me and John from Hardhide, we were very sad. I thought the Saints were going to make the playoffs this year. I thought it was going to be a really fun year. I thought they were going to get to the playoffs, maybe win a game. We had all kinds of, we were dreaming up fun stuff for January playoffs in the summer, and it's all dead, Dave. It's all, dreams are dying. But Hardhide is amazing. So
Hardhide never dies.
Remember, you can, Thomas, who did the text-to-speech donation before?
Joe Schulter.
Joe Short. You can do text-to-speech. Do it. It's amazing. It's the best $20 you'll spend before we get to 2024. I promise you.
You can tell Dave to shut up.
Thomas, do you have a donation update?
We are caught up with donations, but I can do MVP update. Joe Schulter obviously is in the lead with 9k bits. Second place, Jason Champagne with 1k bits, and Aldi Marino 800 bits in the third place.
So here's the thing. So we were trying to think of topics, and I know I have when it's just me and Dave or just me and Kevin, we can cut all the football, tape eating, serious football. We could just cut it.
To the good shit.
We could just cut it all out, and we could just be completely
give you people what you want to hear.
Ridiculousness. So I said to Dave, I said, New Year's resolutions for Dennis Allen, Mickey Loomis, and Derek Carr. I want people in the chat to give us answers too. New Year's resolutions for them. You can do wrong answers only, or you can do actual football serious answers, New Year's resolutions for them. I got one for Mickey Loomis. Two New Year's resolutions. First, the second that Michigan loses to Alabama on Monday, and you fire DA on Black Monday at like 9:00, and before DA's even packed up his boxes and he realizes his key card doesn't work and he's saying his goodbyes, before he's done all that, you text Jim Harbaugh and you tell him, good luck tonight, Jim Harbaugh, but if it doesn't work out against Alabama, call me Tuesday morning. That's New Year's resolution 1 for Mickey Loomis. New Year's resolution number 2, Mickey, you got to stop trading up. Like, it's over. YOLO season, it's done. Like, it's over. You got to trade down because you got a cap disaster. You're $87 million over the cap. You can't move off all these players. You've got to get young bodies. I beg of you. Please trade down. You need to have a draft of like 8 to 12 guys. And yes, like 4, 5, 6 of them aren't going to work out. You might have to cut them because they suck. But you need young bodies to replenish his roster. Those are my two Mickey Loomis.
My Mickey Loomis resolution was going to be for Mickey to buy a new can that he could start kicking down the road. You know, go to like, I don't know, what's the restoration hardware of cans? Go to the finest purveyor of cans, tin cans you can find. Buy the nicest can. Get yourself a new one.
Aldi Marino says Ralph is saying that they need to trade down right now, but he'll be looking for us to trade up in late April. Listen, they're going to trade up because that's what they do.
Yeah, like, if these are realistic New Year's resolutions, then we'll say trade down, and then he'll never keep it. And just like a real New Year's resolution.
Yeah, it'll last.
Promises we can't
keep. He'll have big plans to trade down until like first week of February. And then he'll start looking at mocks and thinking of ways to get into the top 10 to draft an offensive lineman from New Mexico Western State.
Is Bud Rich serious in the chat here? Where can I donate? The guy, he's watched every live show for the last 5 years.
That's right.
He doesn't know how to donate. What is going on, Bud Rich? What is going on? Is that really Bud Rich?
Maybe he's trying to make fun of Andrew.
Might be Bud Rich's dad.
I think somebody's stolen Bud Rich. Speaking of dad, but by the way, Mr. Juge, Stephen Juge is here for the show.
That's right.
His son is not here, but Andrew's dad is able to make it.
By the way,
I'm assuming that Andrew is with his wife's family then, and not with his.
That's right. He's with his wife's family. Here's the thing, Dave. You know, Mr. Juge was at the live show and he wore the Smoke Monday Every Day T-shirt, which was amazing. I had somebody today DM me. And they had a T-shirt request. They said they wanted a T-shirt with you in the tuxedo at Olive Garden that says "Put that freaking clown meme back up."
I
They
mean,
wanted-
I can make that happen.
they wanted
How much
that
do you
as a
wanna
custom.
donate? I can make that happen.
They wanted that to. They wanted it. They
I
wanted
happen
that.
to know a guy who makes T-shirts.
Yeah.
I can make that happen.
So New Year's resolutions
Because I'm
for
a
DA.
small 2,000 square foot
Other New
shop.
Year's resolutions. Derek Carr stopped listening so much to The Cure. Maybe. I don't know.
Stop using
Derek Carr,
eyeliner.
maybe start moving around in the pocket a little bit more. Maybe, I don't know.
I would say this to Derek Carr: throw the ball to Alvin Kamara, for the love of God. I thought it was just Jameis. It's not Jameis. It's all Saints score. They just don't throw it. They don't throw it enough to Alvin Kamara. I know he leads the league in receptions, but it just feels like Alvin Kamara doesn't get the ball enough. That would be my serious New Year's resolution for Derek Carr. My fun one would be shave your head and your eyebrows. Like, go 2024, new year, new Derek. Like, just go Telly Savalas, bald, completely bald. Go like Josh Dobbs. No hair, no eyebrows, no nothing.
Like
And you
Kojak?
can say, yeah, Kojak. What do you know about Kojak in Poland? Do they have diners? Do they have diners club in Poland, Thomas?
I don't think they do, but we know Kojak.
Who loves your baby?
Kodak. Just because they like to say Kodak.
Kojak.
Get the pipe.
Get the pipe.
I think New Year's resolution for DA, install a gas fireplace. You don't need to keep chopping wood. Get gas fireplace. We don't need any more wood.
Coach better. Do your job.
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Yeah, exactly. Just do more of that. We don't need you to chop wood. By the way, okay, so update. Mr. Juge is at his sister's house, which has good Wi-Fi. Andrew is at his wife's family in Baton Rouge house, and they have terrible Wi-Fi.
Well, I like this.
Not fired, I think, from Mr. Juge. Mr. Juge is taking shots at Andrew's wife's family.
Here, Jason Champagne has it figured out.
Drama.
The sun never sets on the Jewish Empire.
It does in Baton Rouge, apparently.
It
Apparently,
does.
where the Wi-Fi is shitty.
Jason Champagne has it figured out. Resolution for DA, fire Pete. Resolution for Mickey, fire DA if he doesn't fire Pete. I like that. I like that, Jason. So that's a New Year's resolutions, Dave. I mean, you have, and this is the thing I like about our podcast, and I say this sincerely, is one of my favorite things about this podcast is we don't all think the same. Like, you listen to podcasts, they'll have 2 guys, 3 guys, and they all just agree with each other. We don't. And Dave, you have been steadfast basically the entire year. And as the year has gone on and the Saints have struggled mightily and our dreams of winning the crappy NFC South have slowly but surely withered on the vine, you have become more steadfast in your belief that DA is getting year 3. And you don't budge from it, and I respect that. But
True.
you had the holidays to think about it. Maybe you played golf and got some of your Saints sources at the Metairie Country Club, wherever you play golf. Are you still as committed to DA getting the 3rd year as you were last Thursday night when we did the post game show with the
First of all,
Rams?
none of that is true. I have no new information. I don't have any sources. I did play golf, but none of that had to do with the Saints. And I still believe that Gale and the Saints as an organization, they're not necessarily trigger happy. Let's make big. I feel like they're more like a large cruise ship. When they want to make a move, I'm serious. When they want to make a move, they're not just darting in and out. They just can't go left, right, bup. Like, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time to make this big move and make the turn. And so I think DA and look, I would have said this at the beginning, like, just as soon as they hired him, I think any coach deserves, at least 3 years in the NFL.
You got to be specifically horribly atrocious.
Do I think he's going to get? I don't think he's going to get any better. I think we're
I know.
another year of this. Like, I don't think that there's really any hope on the horizon. I think.
I'm gonna just blame some on DA just cause.
I think that might be one of my favorite sound bites. I think as long as DA is going to be tied to Derek Carr, I think he's.
One more year. Yeah, but back to your cruise ship analogy.
Yeah.
Is the Saints cruise ship, is it the Titanic and has it hit the iceberg and is it sinking? Or is it that Italian cruise ship that's run aground? Maybe we can get it loose. Or in the Saudi Arabia where it's blocking the canal, they can shake it loose and things can be okay. What's your ship analogy with the Saints? Where are we?
You want me to continue further along the ship analogy? I mean, it is like the Titanic, I suppose, in so much as if they take too long to steer this ship out of the way, it'll hit an iceberg. Yeah, look, they just, I don't know.
They're not firing DA. But this is going to be horrible.
I don't. I mean, eventually they will fire
DA. Eventually, 99 out of 100 coaches eventually all get fired. Like
correct.
Bill Belichick, Tom Landry, they'll all get fired. Like the Saints. I got news for you. The Saints are never going to have a coach again in their history that's going to retire and they're going to trade him for draft picks. It's never happening again. Like Sean Payton was Haley's comment of that. You're never going to get that. The rest of the coaches for the rest of your life for the Saints, they're all going to get fired. Whether they're DA, whether they're Jim Moral Quality, whoever. They win a Super Bowl, be God willing, one more time before we all go 6 feet under. But
I forgot what I was going to say.
No, Dave just called Miss Gail George.
I'm still not sure I follow.
Wait, I called her George Foreman. Why did I just call her George?
I don't know. I was reading the chat, I was reading my rundown, trying to figure out what the next topic is. And here's the thing with the Saints. I feel like we are careening towards the most unhappy of all possible outcomes, in that you have the two factions of Saints Twitter and Saints fandom. You have the one faction that is like, I want to win. I want to go to the playoffs. Winning games is fun. Going to the playoffs is fun. The Saints, in their history, haven't been to the playoffs that many times. They haven't won that many playoff games. I would like to do that. I myself am in that faction. The other faction is, I hate this. I want DA to lose. I want to rebuild. I want to reload. I want to reset, whatever. I feel like, Dave, everyone's going to be unhappy because they're not going to fire DA and they're not going to make the playoffs. So we're all going to be unhappy. We're going to be like a child that didn't get what they want for Christmas.
Yeah, I would. I'd brace for impact. I would buckle in and expect. I think if you want to clip a soundbite, Thomas, you want to check a timestamp, you can check it now, and I'll say this time next year, we're pretty much in the same situation.
No, we won't.
Hey, Thomas, check the timestamp on this.
But at least we'll be 1 year down further, and at least maybe then at that point it'll be. No,
I have to
make some wholesale changes.
I have the doomsday scenario. I wish Kevin was here or in the chat at least. Next year at this time, interim head coach John Gruden.
Nope.
He's coaching the 2-12 Saints, 2-13 Saints.
That's
they get worse.
illegal.
They get worse next year. They're going to get worse, maybe.
Oh,
I mean, you don't know.
Wow.
They're going to be older. They're going to be. Could be worse. God help us all.
They
can't.
Shit just got.
We'll be looking back at the wine and roses days of 7 and 8.
Man,
nostalgia.
I was being positive.
So it's the Christmas season. I hope everybody had a lovely Christmas. I hope you got everything you wanted.
I'm gonna go grab another beer real quick.
Okay, so now Dave is going to grab this beer. So now I'm going to have to ask him the question twice, but I'll ask it to the people.
No, I know what question you're going to ask.
Okay, so you can come back. So yeah. So, okay, guys, you know that Christmas gift you get that you don't really think is great, but in like 2 months, you're going to be like, holy crap, this is amazing. It's like with people that fall in love with the air fryer. It's like, I don't need an air fryer. I don't need an air fryer. And then
2025. That is going to happen. That's my theory.
You know what? I will wait for Dave with the replay.
So
if you don't mind.
Those gifts that you get that you're like, oh, it's not that great, but it's like the person that gets the air fryer, and then you're at like a Mardi Gras Day parade, and they're just like talking your ear off about how great the air fryer is and how it changed their life, and they didn't think it was that great, and they're like, this air fryer changed my life. I'm cooking catfish in there, and it's amazing. It's amazing. It's changed my life. So like, what's a gift, Dave? Besides like firing DA, what's a gift that the Saints and Saints fans don't think they need, but they totally do?
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Wait.
1.
What?
Shut up, Dave. 2. Loomis going to throw away 2024 and prep for 2025. That is going to happen. That's my theory.
Thanks to Budridge for 20 buckaroos.
Thank you, Budridge. The British guy voice is he's so good. I mean, we even had to have him recut the open instead of that woman we paid $8.
We can do that.
I paid her $8 on Fiverr. I don't know.
I thought it's supposed to be $5. Inflation is even Fiverr, I guess, huh?
Shrinkflation. It's hit the Fiverr. What do you want?
So a Christmas gift that the Saints don't realize they need. I kind of went a little different on this one than I think maybe you were giving your example, but I'm going with cologne. I think they need cologne. I'm saying that because I just figure that's when you have a friend who stinks and they don't know it, that's what you give them as a suggestion. Like, here you go, you stink. The least we could do is cover it up. If you're not going to take a shower,
Jesus,
which you're not going to play run defense,
right? If you're not going to take a shower, which is if you're not going to run the ball, if you're not going to play Jameis, you might as well cover up that smell with some Polo Blue.
That is a tremendous answer, Thomas. This
is what you get This is what you get when you give me a day to think about it.
Timestamp this, Thomas. Timestamp it and see if it'll go viral with the kids. That is a great answer.
The kids.
I was thinking
Dracar Noir.
What's the one where Johnny Depp is in the desert with the shovel? What cologne is that?
Oh,
that you see 9,000 times during the holidays.
I don't know. Cologne commercials are so weird. They always have these really high profile celebrities.
Yeah, I feel like
you can barely even tell that they're celebrities.
I feel like
you're like, wait a minute, was that Keira Knightley? I think that was Keira Knightley. I'm not sure.
Yeah, the cologne commercials are like the Sean Payton, Drew Brees offense. It's got to be super complicated and super borderline weird. Like no one has ever like pitched a cologne or perfume commercial where it's like, hey, just wear it and makes your wife smell good and y'all can have a run at each other after a nice dinner. It's always got to be like a swimming pool and a bear and a crystal flask that gets broken into a million pieces.
Then Jason Champagne with the prediction: the chat Tulane will have more wins than the Saints in 2024.
Ooh,
sign me up for that.
So Tulane is going to be 6-6. Tulane's going to be 6-6.
You're a t-shirt magnate. You got the 2,000 square foot shop.
We're so close to AI just being able to do this show without us.
We are.
We don't even need to be here.
I'm gonna
just send me the check. Just send me the check.
Thanks to everybody in Discord who we're trying at the live show when we recorded the audio. So on brand, it has a metronome in it. It's like just a tapping noise in the live show audio. So we're trying to get the metronome removed. We got like 4 patrons. I had Thomas working overtime. He's trying to do like open heart surgery. Thomas got it like 60% fixed. But like we're trying to do it, so like if anybody knows,
give it up. Just let it live. It happened. You know, if you were there, you got to experience it. If you weren't, next time you got to be there. Yeah. You know, it's like Hendrix at Monterey.
Should I just post the metronome audio where it's just like
both, man, both versions, with and without.
Annoying.
2 versions. Metronome is patrons only.
You get the true Saints Happy Hour
They're all unedited.
experience. Yeah, Dave, your Christmas gift of cologne is perfect. So I'm not even going to answer. It's
not even going.
I'm not even. It's perfect. It's perfect. So the hotline this week, kids. 8 calls, and the uncensored hotline is 8 minutes long. Jason Champagne left a 2-minute rant. Our favorite Frenchman called.
Oh yes,
Wilfred. I don't know. And so anyway, the hotline,
or for Andrew, since he's so stupid, you can just call him Will. Oh no, sorry, for you, Ralph. It means you can't. You have trouble pronouncing names. You can just call him Will.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. Thomas, play the hotline.
It's time for this week's hottest takes from the Saints Happy Hour Hotline.
Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Dennis Allen can suck my cock.
Hi, guys. It's Will from France, your drunken buddy. I just watched the game against the Rams. It's really, what can I say? It's what we should thank it. Why gone? I know Ralph wants another win there, and maybe we will get to the playoffs. What the f***? Come on, guys.
This guy hates you, Ralph.
Come on, man.
He does.
Just leave it for the year. Get the f*** out with Dennis Allen and PC and all those shit coaching staff and just start again. And while you we stuck with fucking car. Oh my god, he's bad. Oh, he's bad. Oh my god, that guy would miss an elephant in a room. Oh my god, it's crazy. So what's the point to go on like this? You wanna end 8-9 or 7-10, 8-9, whatever. Good luck to you guys, and see you next time. Maybe hear you next time. Maybe. Yeah, it's Wilfred again from France. Will. I just forgot to wish you Merry Christmas and
thanks.
Happy
Wilfred.
everything to you and to your family. Bye, guys.
We sucked. I think deep down we all knew we sucked, and beating those 2 other teams, well, they were the worst 2 teams in the league, and I think maybe it got some people excited, but we suck, and we're going to suck for the rest of the year, and I really hope that this means that there's no more Dennis Allen, but with my luck, I think they're going to keep him for another year, and we're going to suck for another year, and maybe they'll keep him the year after that, and then we'll continue to suck.
Yeah, the hotline.
Love Wilfred.
Thomas, clip this as a video and post this. We need to let the world know about Wilfred from France. I worry about him though, Dave. I think he might be like smoking too many cigarettes, like he's going to eat a bullet. He's like, he was sad.
He's drinking more than you, man.
Yeah, he does sound like he's gotten in the sauce a little bit.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if he's watching that Rams game, that is like that game started at like 2 a.m. in Paris. So, like, I mean, I'd be sad too if I had stayed up till 2 a.m. to watch.
I would maybe be concerned, but you know what? He called back and wished us a Merry Christmas. I thought that was nice.
I was waiting for him to say Merry Christmas to everybody but Ralph. That's what I was waiting for.
He fucked up.
He screwed up. But the hotline guys, call. And by the way, if you become a patron, you get the uncensored version, which is amazing. Thanks to everybody. Dave, despite the Saints struggling, we are still well over 300 patrons for the years. It's amazing. Thank you guys for supporting the show. And by the way, remember, you can sign up using your Amazon Prime on Twitch. Click the link in the description. Thomas has his instructions, and you can do it. It doesn't cost you anything. you can support the show using your Amazon Prime subscription on Twitch, and it gives us money. It's a way to support the show. It doesn't cost you a thing.
Let's get a few more for the show. We are so close. What are we at? We need like 4,000 more bits, and then we'll get we're at 75% to the next drink, and then we'll get him to drink this clean thing, and then Ralph and I are doing a mailbag after this.
That's right.
Yeah,
And
speaking of, thanks Joe Shelter for subscribing for the first time.
Thank you.
Come on, Joe.
Thank you.
Extending the lead, the MVP lead.
Thank you, Joe. We appreciate the support.
I'm assuming Joe is doing this from his hotel room in Washington, D.C. On the eve of the Military Bowl.
How many people are traveling to the Military Bowl, Dave?
Not a lot. I mean, I'm not going.
It's
we'll have a small smattering. Not as my answer to this question is not as many as went to the Cotton Bowl. That's all.
Yeah, I'm worried that Tulane is not betting on bowl games is, except for the playoffs, is all about who gives a damn about being at the bowl game. Yeah. And I worry that Tulane, when they played in the Cotton Bowl, they had a lot more give a damn than USC. And it mattered, I think, and it got them across the line for the greatest win in the history of Tulane. Yeah. I worry about this Military Bowl, Dave. I worry that Tulane is not going to have a lot of give a damn. And
it's fair.
It could be ugly.
I think your assessment is accurate.
So,
and who's asking that? Al Di Marino's asking when the Military Bowl is tomorrow. I think it's 2:30. I'm not sure if that's Eastern.
All right. I got Everton at 11:30 and Tulane in the Military Bowl.
You don't have to work tomorrow?
Full day of sports tomorrow.
You don't have to work tomorrow?
No, I took off. I mean, my wife. She's got an upper respiratory infection that
my wife
is terrible.
My wife has an inner ear infection.
Like I gotta watch Max while she tries to recover. I can't,
Yeah.
And watch
exactly. Yeah, you going exactly where I know you're going with this.
by me watching Max, I mean we're gonna play the Switch and we're gonna play Mario Kart 8 all day.
On Switch.
What about Mario Party? You got Mario Party?
I have no. We don't have Mario Party. We got another
Mario Party.
But the Mario Kart game is freaking amazing. The steering wheel, Dave, for whatever reason, I can click the little thing in, and it helps me with my bad hand, and I can use both my hands. I'm really good at Mario Kart. I love me some Mario Kart. I got Wario.
You should bring that in your real car and see if it works.
I get Wario on the scooter. I dominate Mario Kart 8.
Do you have the handicap tag in Mario Kart too?
I do. I bought the booster pack.
Do you wear it like a bib around your neck? Or something?
It's like a license plate. It flaps, on
your ass.
And you can
wear it like a fanny pack.
Yeah, and you could throw it at other cars.
And
knock them off the road. It's amazing. It only cost me $17 in the Nintendo shop.
At the eShop.
The eShop, yeah. So we got to get to the mailbag.
We also need more donations because we have to make sure we give Andrew Juge complex.
Hell, yeah.
I'm sure he already sees a therapist. We need to make sure that he continues to see a therapist.
That's right.
So speaking of nice timing, Dave, thanks to Jason Champagne for gifting 2 subs.
Oh, there we go. That's going to get us close. Oh, 84%. Whoa. Rolling in.
There you go. So we got to get to the mailbag, Dave. The Saints Happy Hour Viewer Mailbag is brought to you by Hardhide Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey. You can pick up a bottle wherever fine spirits are sold in Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and Tennessee. To learn more and to find a location to get a bottle near you, go to hardhidestrawberrywhiskey.com. Thomas, take it to the top. Finger guns. I love the mailbag. The one disappointment for the live show was I was hoping 2 people would dress up like Morton Anderson and Brian Hansen in the all-white shorts.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
Them in the winter? Jesus Christ.
I would have given them a free lifetime subscription on Patreon. I'm not even gonna lie.
By the way, you gave me the rundown and to allow me to think of funny answers for our topics, but you didn't give me the rundown for questions, so now I can't come up with funny answers.
Thomas doesn't give me the questions before he.
Yeah, the questions are always a surprise, man.
Well, I like to come prepared.
So,
Make
Thomas,
a better comment if I could be content if I'm prepared.
Or you can just look at the questions yourself on the Discord, man.
Well, I see those. No, I need
Questions
like
channel.
a day. I need like a day
So what do we got, Thomas?
Next question.
to think.
All right, so many amazing questions. First question from Aldi Marino, who's in the chat, by the way, and he asks, you have a choice of deleting one contract from the Saints salary cap or a refund of every bar, tab, and beer run you ever had. Which one you're going with?
This is a no-brainer. You're asking me to put my own personal self and financial future and safety ahead of the Saints? My favorite team? No, thank you. Yeah.
My name is Cariello.
That's right. My name is Cariello, and I'm one greedy MFer. I could every bar tab and beer run. I'm thinking I'm just going to do some quick math on this. I mean, I'm getting six figures back. I am getting at least.
I mean,
Jesus.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. When I was single in the early 2000s,
and ready to mingle,
me and my buddies would go on a Carnival cruise every year. And
really,
yeah.
Well, every year out of New Orleans.
Every year out of New Orleans for like 5 years.
Were you on a Carnival cruise after Mardi Gras 2003?
Probably, yeah.
Oh man, we might have been on the same boat.
We might have been on the same boat.
Sorry,
but
ship.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Every one of those cruises, every single one of them, I had a bar tab of 4 figures. Every single one.
Because they'll do the unlimited. You can pay $30 and then you can drink unlimited sodas. But they don't have a thing where you could pay like $200 and just drink unlimited booze. Like they get everyone.
So
you can bring one bottle of your own. This is on top of you bringing. I'm assuming you took advantage of the fact that you can bring one bottle of booze on the ship with you also.
Yeah, yeah. I brought one bottle, Dave.
Air quotes.
Air quotes, one bottle. No, but that's probably at least $6,000 of money right there. Plus my entire life. Like, I don't know if I'm 6 figures like you, but I could probably buy a new car.
You have to be 6 figures. I bet you're 6 figures.
And here's the thing. It is tempting though. Like if I could wipe out the Cam Jordan contract for the Saints, that is pretty tempting. And like, because that's a horrible contract. Or
that's the one you'd wipe out. I think I might wipe out Derek Carr.
I mean,
that would be the thing. I think that would get us better the quickest.
Yeah, you would have some breathing room. Yeah. I think they're. Who else though? What else? Ramcheck is pretty bad.
How many cruises have you taken?
Let's see. We did 5 straight years out of New Orleans.
What guys are these? Is this Kerry's husband? Is this?
Yeah, like Brian, my high school buddies.
Really? Okay.
So like we did like 5 straight years out of New Orleans. We did like 4 straight out of New Orleans and 1 out of Miami. And then I did one with my wife. So I've cruised like 6, 7, 8 times.
All right.
But I didn't do. I never was like the platinum club for Carnival because I would only do like 1 a year.
The sun never sets on the Jewish Empire.
But like,
how many Carnival cruises a year do you have to take to get to platinum? Jesus.
Dude, a bunch, like 3. I think it's like 3 a year. What? Like my sister's mother-in-law and father-in-law are like diamond members on Carnival, and they do like 4 a year.
Every 3 months? Holy shit.
Carnival is so...
It's good to be retired and rich, Thomas.
They can count as sailors or something, or pirates.
Booking the Territory says, I've been on 14 and I'm platinum.
Jesus
Christ. Oh, really? Is that true? Boy, you and Booking the you two really...
we are like...
Was he on those cruises with you back in the day?
No, he wasn't. If he would have been... I'm glad he wasn't, because Like my behavior on the cruise was not good. I once got locked in the Carnival Cruise library because I got they have a library. I got drunk and it was open and I passed out and the cleaning guy came in and cleaned it and then he left and relocked it and I had to bang on the door so they would let me out at like 4 a.m. Like
Jesus Christ.
My like I'm glad no one saw me on the cruise ships because my cruise ship behavior was deplorable. I was single and I was drunk all like it's just deplorable. Deplorable behavior. Like I would get if they had video of what I did on cruises, I would get canceled, Dave. I would get canceled.
They do have video. They did somewhere.
They do somewhere they do. Somewhere they have video of me doing horrible.
Believe every inch of that ship is videotaped.
Yeah. I'll just say it. I got the behind the scenes tour of the Carnival cruise ship one time because I got
got to see their holding cell.
Yeah, I got in tight with a crew member, and I got the bowels of the ship.
I thought you got put in Carnival Cruise's version of Time Out.
Time Out now.
Jesus.
No, I didn't get.
You got acquainted with a staff member.
I got acquainted with a staff member. Got to see the bowels of the ship. Just saying.
So is that how that works? So like, it's better for them to take you to their room than for you to go to them to go to your room.
I guess so. I guess so. What do you want? You know, young Ralph was out of control.
I still can't believe. I still can't believe that you could you have enough game to.
Oh, it's
pick up a chick.
Just listen, and you just have to listen and nod. That's all you have to do. It's not that hard. Sorry, ladies. I don't. It's not an insult, because most guys won't even do that. Right?
That's all they want. They just want to be heard.
They just want you to listen and nod. Listen to them and nod.
They just want to be heard and understood.
And you close. It's not hard. It's not hard. I'm sorry. All 12 of them.
It's turning me when it's just me and Ralph. They're always my favorite episodes.
Dude, the thing is, Dave, we have like 25% of our patrons are like female. So I don't want to offend them, but I feel like it's
too late.
Too late. I feel like it's the truth. They just
when I do these shows, I always think about my wife and my kids and my daughter, and make sure I don't say anything that would offend them. I don't think we're doing anything wrong here. I think we're good. We're just having a good time.
So, what's next, Thomas? I don't even remember the question.
Did we get a question?
It was something about a bar tab and
Oh, that's the next question.
Know what? But I am rethinking maybe 6. I don't know.
It's a lot.
It's been 20. I'm 42. I've been drinking since I was 16. I mean,
I don't think mine's 6 figures. Like mine would be like
about 25 years.
Yeah. I went because remember the drinking law in Louisiana was 18 when I was there. So like I could drink when I was 18. So I went hard from like 18 to like 2007. So you're talking like
but I mean I'm thinking like now like in these later years now I'm getting into rum, and so like I'm buying bottles of rum. I mean the bottles of booze start to add up now.
Yeah, but that's not. Does that count?
I don't know. Anytime anything alcohol related. If you ever chipped in for a keg at college,
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Anyway,
Nola Fredo says the boot made tens of thousands of dollars from Dave.
No, not the boot. We used to have a little thing with the boot. We used to make their shirts.
So Thomas, what's next?
All right, next question.
This show, we were cruising along at warp speed, Dave, and it just ground to a halt. I was like, man, we might get out of here under an hour.
Yeah,
nope.
Once we get to the free part where we're allowed to bebop and skiddly dat, then
Tales from the Cruise Ship with Ralph.
That's
Skiddly toilet.
That's skibbity cruise ship.
All right, question from Jason Champagne. Actually, it's two questions, but I merged them into one. He asks, Tomas is such a good producer. Would he be
You also just added that first predicate also.
Yeah.
Damn, you got me, man. You got me. Tomas is such a good producer. Would he be a better head coach than DA? And can we fundraise enough bits to buy out DA's contract?
Okay.
Here's the thing with Thomas. He motivates with fear. And he doesn't like encourage.
Just like DA.
Like he doesn't say great job, Ralph, in the pregame. He's always like, Ralph, remember to do this. Hey, do it. And then when I don't, he gets mad at me. So I think Thomas could whip the Saints into shape and get them winning short term, but I feel like long term, Thomas isn't warm enough that I don't know that players like Thomas might win a couple of division titles, but when it goes bad, I feel like they might let go of the rope on you, Thomas. I don't know if you have a good bedside manner to like put your arm around the players when they need a hug when things go badly. So sometimes people need a hug.
With aggression.
That's right.
I'll say this, and by the way, donate. We're at 84%. Come on, we got to get Ralph drunk here. I'll say this.
Free KOA.
Thomas has been our producer for how many years now? 2.5?
No, it's more than that, isn't it?
Really?
Almost 3 years.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Andrew still doesn't show up on time.
Yeah.
So, take
Jason Champagne says no fine meats in the cafeteria after losses.
Take that for what you will. Sean Payton certainly wouldn't allow Andrew Juge not showing up on time. DA.
Fuck you, Andre George.
DA would probably allow that. Just like
I'll tell you what,
players to park in the media parking spot.
I'll tell you what would be amazing. Thomas as Saints coach, the post-game media session would be amazing every week.
Well, he would cut it in with video and audio clips and sound bites.
Yeah.
So DA's sound bites live after the game would be clipped in with past Jim Mora sound bites for the ultimate experience.
That's how it would be, man.
Dude, Gale paid, and part of it was buying out DA's contract. Gale was at one time paying 3 Pelicans coaches at the same time. And I guarantee you, like, DA is like a bottom 5. Yeah, she was paying Stan Van Gundy, Alvin Gentry, and Willie Green. Yeah.
My family's sitting on the wood right now as we speak, by the way. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law.
Are they winning?
And niece and nephew. I don't know. Are they? Somebody tell me, because it's on Bally's, so I can't watch it.
Ugh.
Thanks, Bally's.
I got I'm far enough out of the range I can just buy the league pass.
Yeah, but if you have league pass and you live in New Orleans, you still can't watch it because they black it out.
It's so dumb. It's so stupid.
Just use a VPN, man. Come on.
I know.
Are
we winning?
But DA, DA's contract will have no bearing on if they keep his contract is like a rounding error. I bet you he's bottom 5 paid coaches in the NFL.
I'd go full Joe Pesci both in the locker room and press conferences.
Yeah, thanks, buddy, for 20 buckaroos again. We are $10 away. Let me update the.
And what did he say? If I were who, I would.
I can replay it if you want.
Gale, you would put Joe Pesci.
Yeah, go full Joe Pesci.
If I were HC, I'd go full Joe Pesci both in the locker room and press conferences.
Yeah.
Dance for me.
That's
Spider. 95-88. Pels are winning. Let's go.
There you go. Under 5 left.
They were winning against the Grizzlies up until the very last second last time.
So what? Oh my God, Grizzlies game was awful.
I know.
What's next, Thomas?
Okay, next question. Don Checo, a long one. He asks, if we win the South as the fourth seed, would you rather spoil the Cowboys' dreams, play the Eagles, who may be the easiest to beat, or play the Vikings with Mullins or Dobbs for revenge for past playoff pain. And thanks Aldi Marino for $2.83.
Yeah, we are
Thank
so
you.
close. We need like
here's
950.
Here's the thing: if you're the 4 seed, you can't play Minnesota or Viking because Minnesota is going to be the 6 or 7 seed. It's either Dallas or Philadelphia. The funniest outcome is the Saints being the 4 seed, Philadelphia being the 5 seed, and the Saints beating Philadelphia and making all the nerds in the national media really, really sad that the Eagles got put out by DA and Derek Carr. Like that's or Dallas, like either one.
First of all, Ralph, we're already living in a fantasy world where the Saints make it to the playoffs as the 4th seed. So I think it's totally fine for you to fantasize and imagine them playing Mullins or Dobbs. Yeah, like I think that you can. We've already thrown reality out the fucking window with the first half of sentence in this question.
That's
so
right.
we might as well just continue to suspend reality through the entirety.
DA's contract is $32 million for 4 years. Is that
DA?
Did you make that up, Jason Champagne?
That's $8 million a year. No, that sounds about right. I mean,
what? God,
2 Lanes pays their coach $4 million a year. I don't know.
Oh my God, I was thinking DA was making like 6. Why? Like, why does DA get 8? Like DA when he was like
the NFL.
But still. Oh my God, like, DA is gonna get $16 million. Just do nothing.
If we're lucky.
Which we're not. Which according to you, we're not.
We're not. Yeah, no, we are not. I think. First of all, Don says the Eagles might be the easiest to beat. I don't know if that's true.
They look pretty bad against your
I
boy,
know,
Tommy
but like
DeVito got benched.
I don't know. Jalen Hurts would eat our lunch. But
he's kind of banged up.
I don't know.
I
I think. Look, I think the Cowboys would be the high quality win. I like that. That would be the best win to me. Like
that'd be the most fun.
Yeah, I think
because the thing is, if they beat the Cowboys, it might get McCarthy fired. And that would be fun. Like the fact that DA made the playoffs, didn't get fired, beat McCarthy in the playoffs, and got McCarthy fired the next day. Like that would be hilarious.
By the way, DA staying. You know, we're talking about that. A lot of people don't want him to stay. A lot of people hoping he gets fired. Atlanta. I mean, it looks like Arthur Smith might stick around, though, huh? I mean,
here's the thing.
So it looks like everything might just stay status quo going into next season.
No, Dave. I think the Saints and Atlanta are going to play in a bowl game.
Yeah,
they're going to play in a bowl game the final week of the year.
Yeah.
It's going to be the 7-9 Saints, the 7-9 Atlanta Falcons. They're going to call it the Retention Bowl. And the winner gets to the winning coach gets to stay. The winning coach gets to stay, and the loser coach has to hit the road. The only thing I can't figure out is the Retention Bowl. Who's the sponsor of the Retention Bowl?
See, when you say I'm thinking like, okay, employee retention.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking some kind of
like a temp agency.
The Indeed.com retention bowl.
That's a good one. Yeah, LinkedIn.
Yeah, the LinkedIn retention bowl. Now, wait, okay, so let's say Saints, Falcons playing each other last game of the season. Let me ask you a would you question. Would you be okay with the Saints losing? Does not affect playoffs, regardless. Both teams are not going to make the playoffs.
A loss gets DA fired.
No, a loss gets Arthur Smith fired.
Ooh. Then I'm all in.
See, Falcons lost. No, wait. A Falcons. If the Saints
win, just got tight.
No. If the Saints win, Arthur Smith stays. If the Saints lose, Arthur Smith gets fired. Like, are you willing to give up a Saints loss for the Falcons to keep like another year of Arthur Smith?
I see what you mean. Yeah, you had it backwards. Like if Atlanta wins, Arthur Smith stays.
Correct.
But If the Saints lose, Arthur Smith stays. If they win, Arthur Smith gets fired.
Correct. Neither team goes to the playoffs. Doesn't matter. All that's out the window.
But you get
also, if the Saints lose and Arthur Smith stays, Saints also get a better draft pick, obviously, because they're losing.
That's right.
Ooh, are you willing to just lose to Atlanta? You're just taking an L to Atlanta, and the season series is what? We're still like one game difference here still.
Yeah, it would be like one game behind.
So I mean, like that's important. We're still
it's
close.
Tough. It's tough. That's important to Andrew, and it's important. It's important to me too. I like to be a.
But you get Arthur Smith for another year, and they're in the same situation as we.
It's tough. It's really tough.
That offsets the Dennis Allen effect.
Because I believe that the Nerds, and I argued with the Nerds last week. I believe the Nerds are wrong about Arthur Smith. I believe Arthur Smith's a terrible head coach. I believe like his 1 year blip of being having a good running game last year was just an aberration. He's a terrible coach. I believe that. I believe Arthur Smith is no better than DA as a coach. Right. I believe that. So Dave, I think I would suck it up and I would take the L.
There we go. I
would take that because the thing is, I get a better draft pick. I get Arthur Smith for another year, and maybe I push the Saints a little closer to firing DA. Although you didn't give me that in this deal. But I think I would do because I believe in my heart that Arthur Smith is a terrible coach.
Yeah,
and I believe the quarterback or whatever he's going to do is not going to fix Arthur Smith. Like he's a bad coach.
Right. Agreed. All right.
So what's next?
We need 655
bits. So Thomas, is that the last? That was the last question, right?
No.
Units of internet.
Okay, we got one more.
Bucs. People got used to donating via Stream Elements, so maybe I'm gonna change it next
Champagne
week.
says the Imodium AD retention bowl.
Yeah, I was thinking of something. Yeah, I was also if I was not going to do the employee thing, I was also thinking. Well, I was thinking something like toward, I don't know,
diapers?
Retirement to old people. Yeah, old people. Yeah, diapers.
Yeah, the Pens. Did the Pens retention bowl?
Yeah, that worked.
So Thomas, we got one more question.
Yeah, final question from Saints Rabbit. Would you prefer a defensive or offensive-minded coach to replace the A?
I just like offense is more fun. I mean, I
think my thing was
C, special teams minded coach. Fuck you, Saints Rabbit.
Keep Rizzo. But Saints Rabbit, this is a good question, and I argue with Andrew about it, and I think here's where I come down. I don't want the Saints. I want them to lean offense because I think the problem with a defensive coach, whether you hire Brian Flores or the guy who coached Baltimore's defense last night, McDonald, who just totally destroyed the San Francisco offense, right? Whenever you hire a defensive coach, say you hire Brian Flores, and he's amazing, and he hires an offensive coordinator that fixes Derek Carr, and the Saints overachieve next year, and they win the South, and Derek Carr is like a top 10 quarterback, then the teams are going to be like, oh, the Saints hired Ken Dorsey to be their offensive coordinator, and he fixed Derek Carr. We got to get him to be our head coach. So if you're a defensive coach, you're constantly going to have to replace your offensive coordinator, or you yourself are going to get fired. So, right? So I think ideally you want to have an offensive coach as your head coach. But the thing with the Saints is just hire the right guy, because the thing is with being a head coach, Dave, I feel like we as fans, we get obsessed with like scheme and offense and defense, but like the things that a head coach does, like it's not just about that. It's about like leadership and being organized and motivating. It's all these like soft skills that we have no idea like what makes them good. We just know Sean Payton was good because he won. So like I don't want the Saints to limit their search to just offense, because you might stumble into a guy who's really amazing on defense or something. But offense preferably.
Yeah. Thomas, wait, ask the question again, Thomas.
Would you prefer a defensive or offensive-minded coach to replace the A?
Yes.
That's the correct answer.
Yes. So that was. Oh, Aldi Marino says, "Give me Bieniemy and hire Ron Rivera as a DC." Aldi Marino, you're a terrible person. It's the holidays. Why are you doing that to us? So was that it, Thomas?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
we got more questions to answer after this. Come on.
Yeah, we do. So we got game predictions now.
Oh my God! Really? Jesus.
Yeah. Dave, we went up. Me and you, hour 30, buddy.
No, I know. Well, I'm just thinking ahead here. I can't have anybody left to pick. Am I going to have to pick Derek Carr? Jesus, please tell me I don't have to pick Derek Carr.
So the Saints.
Have to pick
recap last week. Recap last week, Thomas.
I think I did pick Jameis one time, actually.
You did. I know. I
did.
Joking.
See, I did.
It was a very interesting week. Just look at the points scored by each player, guys.
Kevin does not need. Oh, wow. He won. Wow. Okay. All right. So basically what's coming up here is Kevin got 3 points overall because he got 1 point for predicting the Rams. He got 2 points for predicting the player of the game because he chose Blake Grupe. Blake Grupe had 2 fantasy points. Keith Kirkwood had 1.9. Kevin beat Andrew with Blake Grupe over Keith Kirkwood by 0.1 points. I had Jimmy Graham, never even saw the field, I feel like. Never got used because it was a blowout. But I did.
Yeah, I don't even know. I'm like you, Dave. I don't even know who I have left.
I know.
But
can I pick
so Kevin's in the lead.
But before game picks, Ralph, you know what time it is.
Yeah. Let's go.
Thanks to Badrich for $7 who put us over the age. So,
well, this is going to be an interesting mailbag.
If Joe's not here, maybe we can let Badrich choose the only one drink that's left.
Otherwise, I got a lot of good questions.
You know what this smells like? This smells like stale lemon cake.
I was going to make an inappropriate mom joke. Stale lemon cake. So you've smelt a stale. So basically, what you're saying is you have smelled a stale lemon cake before.
I have,
and you're able to compare and contrast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ralph must be picking with his liver instead of his brain. That's really rude.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, look at wait now. Hold on. Put the bottle up because it's looking weird. The bottle is green.
The bottle is green.
What color is and it's a cream.
It's a cream. It's white.
Okay, yeah.
So the bottle is green.
It looks like lighter green.
Yeah. So the bottle is green, and the liquor is white.
Right, well, this should be good. You don't really seem too drunk, so. Oh shit! What?
What? That one was really good. Hey, Sally, I need assistance. That one was really good.
Good, so like you enjoyed it?
Like I enjoyed it.
Lame.
But the fireball already in my stomach was like, this is a bad decision.
Milk was a bad choice. What rating are you giving
this? This is happening. Lube up.
Lube up.
That's like on the puke meter, that's like a 1.
Ooh, wow.
Like
one is very good. One is tasty, man. One is very tasty.
It was all right. Like
that's what he said. He said it was kind of good. He said
it was kind of good.
So
I got
good
a box
very tasty.
Oh my God, Jesus!
Very tasty. I got a box from somebody. I can't pronounce his name. He DMs me all the time. It's not Monadula.
Oh boy, you broke it again.
It's another. I mean, the feed went dark. So I got a box from the Netherlands from somebody.
You also have stuff here that I need to ship.
From Monadula, from somebody from Netherlands. Come on, man.
From who?
I don't know how to say his name. I don't know how to say his name. He Majuru. I don't know how to say his name, and I feel bad because he shipped the box to me, and
I think I know. I don't know how to say.
And I gave him the wrong address by 1 digit.
Oh no, your neighbor got it across the street.
No, like 1 digit, like wrong. Like instead of 778, 84, whatever my area code is. And
And you live in one
Zip
of those.
code.
And you
Zip
live in
code.
one of those.
So we had
prefab
me and him had to
communities
do
where
like
everybody's house looks the same.
Yeah, so we had to do like me and him had to get with the post office, but I got it. I haven't opened it yet. I got it.
And then they were like, "Wait a minute, is there liquor in here? You're not supposed to be shipping liquor across state lines."
Oh, this is a great point by Aldi Marino. Do we need to do a wet T-shirt contest for the new head coach? Nipple game must be strong.
Oh, that's hilarious. That is funny, Aldi Marino.
Okay, so now we got to get the picks. By the way,
that is funny.
Tampa,
you were getting
the freaking Tampa Bay Buccaneers with Todd Bowles as a coach. If they win, they clinch their third straight NFC South division title. They are a 3.5-point favorite. And Dave, not only that, Fox is sending their number one crew to Tampa. I guess
Jonathan Vilma?
No.
Oh.
It's Greg Olson, Burkhardt, and Aaron Andrews.
Oh.
So like the nation is going to get to watch maybe Tampa win and put on NFC South Championships hats and T-shirts in the post game.
Yeah.
They might get to experience that.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Andrew goes first. Andrew goes first.
Oh, Andrew goes first because he doesn't have internet. Oh, and he had to submit it ahead of time. He gets first pick. Okay.
Yeah.
It is Monadula who sent it to me. Margin equals Monadula. So it was Monadula.
It's Marin, right?
Marin.
Probably,
Thank you,
yeah.
Monadula. Thank you, Monadula. We worked as a team to get me the package because I gave him the wrong address.
No, y'all have to keep the same name. Like Balky is what's his face? He's got like two different names and gets confused.
Yeah, it's confused.
And then I know his real name too, and then it's really confused.
Balky and Wargoat.
I get all the doctors confused. Right. I get all the doctors confused.
All the doctors.
All the doctors.
Well, none of them are real doctors. They just play them on this podcast.
That's right. They're chiropractors. They're not real doctors. But go ahead, Dave. Make Andrew's.
I don't get to go. Yeah,
just big Dave.
Andrew, the guy in second place, gets to go first, apparently.
Yeah, he chose the Buckaroos to win 27-17, and
really, that's fun.
Yeah. And his play of the game is Lynn Bowden Jr. So Lynn Bowden is off the board. Someone call Kevin, by the way, because I don't think he's still in the chat.
Dave, you call Kevin and I'll go.
I will call him. Oh, you're gonna. Oh, great. Right. You're gonna go. So you can steal the better player. Great, got it.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a better player.
Well, I mean, Kevin is also in the chat, but I'm
Who's up?
I'm gonna get him ready to call.
You can pick Jake Hayner, Dave.
Here's the
Evan, get your phone ready. I'm going to call you when it's your turn.
Here's the thing with Tampa. They're 3.5-point favorite in the Saints, and they've won 4 in a row. And the hilarious thing about the NFC South, Dave, is it only took Tampa a month of competence to wrap up this division and be in complete control of it. A month. That's it. That's all it took for them to wrap up the South. But here's the thing. If you look deeper at Tampa's wins, yeah, they beat Carolina. They beat Atlanta, who's not very good. They beat Green Bay, who people thought was good, but Green Bay lost to Tommy DeVito. Bryce Young looked competent. And Jacksonville, they might be 8-7. Jacksonville, in their current form, with their injuries on offensive line and their defense being terrible, they're much worse than the Saints. So I'm not saying Tampa Bay is fraudulent because you can't really be at 8-7. You're not really. I wouldn't say that Tampa Bay is a fraud. I'm just saying the Saints that they're playing Sunday is the best team they've played in a month. Like, that's my belief. And here's the other thing with this game that people forget. They'd be like, oh, Tampa's going to crush the Saints, blah, 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 blah.
This is why I was going to wait to call Kevin.
This is the thing that young Saints fans don't realize and old Saints fans forget. When the Saints are either eliminated or on the verge of elimination from the playoffs, that's when they become unstoppable. The Saints on Sunday.
What's the opposite? What's the opposite of kryptonite?
I don't know they become Superman. Viagra. That's right. DA's gonna have a giant in-game boner. the
meaningless late season games are the Viagra for the Saints.
For the Saints, that's right. So the Saints are going to play the best game that they've played under DA in 2 years. They are going to look amazing.
I'm laughing because I'm believing this. You got me believing this.
Start to finish.
You're an idiot, but I'm believing.
Saints coast in this game. Saints 31, Tampa 13, from beginning to end, complete domination in an almost meaningless game. It's the most Saintsy thing that could possibly happen. And it will infuriate everyone. Everyone will be mad because the fire DA people will be like, oh my God, he got to 8 wins, he's staying. And we want to go to the playoff people will be like, where has this been all year? Where's it been, DA? Where's it been?
There's actually a third group of people, and you can count me in that third group of people, and that's just the what in the actual fuck is going on group. And it's just like, why? Like, I just don't get this team. Like, why now? Why like, now? That's the category I'm in. I don't care. I don't want DA fired. I don't want to watch them lose just so I can have my agenda fulfilled on the front office side. I don't want to watch them win because I don't think they deserve to win. So if this scenario plays out, I'm in the third group, which is just like the why. Just like, my God, just why? Just why?
That's what it's going to be.
Who's your player?
It's going to be 3.5 hours of why. Thomas, is Juwan Johnson available?
Of course not.
Oh,
that's my pick.
Was he available to me? Because I wanted to pick him.
Juwan Johnson is my pick.
He's not available. I told you not. Of course not.
Was he available to me prior to that picking?
No, I think everyone picked Juwan Johnson.
All right. Is it my turn now?
No. Who do you pick, Ralph?
He picked.
I can't. I thought I picked. So you're saying I already picked him? I can't.
Yeah, I said of course not. He's not available, man.
Oh, okay. Of course not.
I'm gonna give you a few hints. You can pick, for example, Rashid Shaheed.
Oh, Rashid Shaheed, done.
What is this?
Done.
Okay, you better be giving me hints when it's my turn.
Jay Kana. You can pick Jay Kana, Dave.
I want Shaheed. Done. Lock it in. 3 touchdowns.
I'll tell you what, if I did pick Jake Haener and he scored even half of a point, I think I should get the win.
You probably could have picked Jameis also, Ralph.
All right. Well, Ralph's scenario isn't happening. We finally even got Andrew on board with realizing that the Saints suck and that they're not going to win. So I thought I had something else I was going to say, but I am. Oh, yeah. Oh, Sean Orleans says the opposite of kryptonite is actually anti-kryptonite. Shut up, nerd. I am. I'm going with Bucs.
Shut up.
I'm going with Bucs. Yeah, I think I said Bucs 27. I think I was nice and gave the Saints 20 points instead of 17.
That's correct, man.
So I'm a little off
Jake
from
Haener,
Andrew.
right?
No, I'm not picking Jake Haener, but Andrew and I are both simpatico here. We both have the Saints. We both have the Bucs 27, and Andrew has the Saints 17. I have the Saints 20. He has Lynn Bowden. I'm going to go, so I can't take Juwan Johnson. I'm not taking Jake Haener.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to go with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who do you think?
Kenya Miller?
No.
You want a hint, Dave?
I want to know who you think I'm going to say. Well, here, you want me to... Hold on. Do I have a pen in here?
Well, I've got a great hint for you, but if you don't want it, then...
No, hold on. I'm going to... Let's do a thing where we show it at the same time. I'm going to type it out. I want to see what you say.
You think so?
Yeah.
Jake Haener?
No, not Jake Haener. All right, this is who I'm going to pick. All right. Who do you... This is who I'm picking. Can you read that?
Can I? Yeah, damn, correct.
You can read that?
Dave.
It's blurry.
A.T. Perry?
Yes, you can read that.
There we go. Wow.
That was my hint, actually. That was my hint, man.
That's all I got left.
A.T. Perry. And what about Kevin?
Oh, let's call Kevin. Well, now it's time to get Kevin on the phone. Come on, Kevin.
Yeah, I'm extremely
It's time for
confident in
this
my
week's Hotline with Kevin.
It's time for this week's OnlyFans. Oh, hey, Kevin, how are you? Kevin,
Hi, how are you?
Kevin, you're live on 106.7 WFAN.
I've literally been hearing you all doing the show while I'm at work.
Kevin, are you going to be back on the show next week?
I literally heard you all say, "Oh, time to call Kevin." I just typed in, "Guys, I'm here."
Yeah, I know, but we want to hear your voice. Two,
You're going to be back on the show next week.
No, Ralph, stop talking. Two, we also wanted to see if maybe we had a love update.
Yeah. So slight love update. So last week, matched with a gal on Hinge 2 weeks ago.
A gal, by the way, it's the 1940s.
A dame, a gal, a doll,
lad.
So. Match 2 weeks ago, conversation been going good. We made plans last Friday to go on a date. She catches COVID. Now.
Oh, she caught something.
She caught it, right. So I'm immediately.
She caught feels.
Plan B, I guess.
Eyebrow goes up because I'm just like, I can't trust anything anymore. I need to learn to love again, Dave. So we have a little more back and forth. I then believe she's on the level, and she's like, "Look, we will go out when I'm better. I don't want you to think I'm trying to blow you off or anything." Like she tells me that. So we keep texting. We have a phone. We have a phone call. All this other kind of stuff. Everything's going great. So we have made plans for this Friday evening to go out. And I will let everybody know in the Discord. In the Discord, if you are on the Discord, I will let you know.
Make sure you're subscribing to the Kevin Love Updates channel.
Right.
You will let us know if the Plan B was used or not.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. So,
but back to the game.
You guys need my prediction or
we
what?
Do, I guess.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we are a prediction.
Okay, so I believe. Hang on, I got to turn that off. So I sent Tomas.
He did.
My prediction.
Mm-hmm.
I mute that. Sent Tomas my prediction. I believe it was Bucs 24, Saints 22.
Wow. Okay.
I think the Saints are going to be trailing late in the fourth. Derek Carr is going to lead them all the way down the field.
For picks.
And they will have to go for a 2-point conversion to tie it, and they will not get it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And the player that I am going to take, Tomas, let me ask you, can I still have I used up my second
yes.
My second attempt on Keith Kirkwood?
Everyone used Keith Kirkwood. Oh
yeah. Oh,
damn.
So you thought you knew what he was going to do.
Ooh, he threw Thomas a curveball.
He's available, but tell him that he also has Jamal Williams available.
No, I think I used both Juwan. I think I used Juwan Johnson twice already.
That's why he was
Jamal Williams.
I would like to think I'm a lot more on top of this than some of you guys have been.
Well, you should send Thomas your Excel spreadsheet. That way, the two of you can compare Excel spreadsheets and make sure that everything's jiving. And then we'll make sure we get Price Waterhouse Cooper to audit everything.
I trust the game master in Poland.
Right.
Aldi Mario says that the fix is in.
Better to do.
I mean, he's getting the finest meats and cheeses.
Yeah, it's the holiday season.
So who's the final answer? Keith Kirkwood?
Where are you going? Keith Kirkwood.
Keith Kirkwood. I believe I still have a Keith Kirkwood available.
There we go.
Yeah, there is a Kirkwood.
Damn, it's hard to not have him available, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Ralph picked him in week.
No, wait, have I?
No.
Like I picked them week 3. You gotta save some of the bullets for the end.
So this would be the second one.
Well, that's what I thought. See, I thought I bit some bullets early in the season and saved some in the chamber, but
you don't got the Saints don't have a deep reservoir of offensive talent.
The chamber is my chamber is on IR.
I mean, you go quarterback, 4 receivers, 3 running backs. That's 8. That only once you get past week 10. I mean, you're scraping the bottom of the barrel.
I'm assuming
You
that's Ralph's
still
talking
save the
because it's
sexiest
loud.
QB for last.
Yeah, that's right. It's Ralph talking. All right, that's it. We're done.
Thank you, Kevin.
All right. Thank you, Kevin. Say goodbye to the people.
Talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. So, Thomas, before we get out of here and wrap up the show, give us MVP results, which have been amazing tonight. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Damn MVP results. We reached 2 donation goals. We got Ralph drunk. It was a team effort. 5 different donators. Thanks to 4 different donators. Thanks to Budridge. Thanks to Jason Champagne, thanks to Aldi Marino, and to the MVP for the first time ever, by the way.
I know this.
Who is?
Poor Joe.
Joe Shorter with 9.5K bits.
Love you, Joe.
Congratulations.
I have to go to the back. Land this plane, Ralph. Land this plane.
We got to remind them, if they reach the donation goal 4 weeks in a row, we do a live mailbag on Twitch right after the main show. Thomas, where are we with that?
We got to do it after the season ends.
Yeah. So thanks for listening. Thanks for supporting Saints Happy Hour, everybody. We can't do the show without you. So please go to saintshappyhour.com, become a patron, and support the show if you haven't. Like I said, we can't do it without you guys. So thanks to Dave, thanks to Kevin, thanks to Tomas, the best producer on earth, running the show back in Poland. No thanks to Andrew, who couldn't do the show because the Wi-Fi in Baton Rouge is terrible. But remember, kids, if you're going to support a Saints podcast, you got to support the one that wins awards. Until next time, the bar is closed.